Hey everyone, it's Mindy from the OG Sports Network coming to you live with 16 MLB free picks here for today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your evening. I'm looking forward to a fun weekend. Hopefully, you guys are as well. But before we get started, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. Also, make sure you leave your comments. We always want to know who you guys are on there as well. Also, make sure you go ahead and check us out at our multi-capper site. Here it is, ogcappers.com, where you can find our best of the best plays out there available. You can find a little bit of everything that you like. We have single games, multi-packs, multi-day packages there as well. And don't forget, all of those packages are profit guaranteed, meaning that if we don't turn a profit, you get credits back to your account. No questions asked. Also, you guys, when you purchase, make sure you use the promo code right here, OG20. It will save you 20% off. Is exclusive to you guys here that watch us on the YouTube channel. All right, check us out. It'll be fun. But you guys are also here for 16 free plays in Major League Baseball. If you're not really familiar with the show, this is kind of how it goes, is that I have a Major League Baseball model. I then compare that to Vegas. I track every single play on the run line, money line, and total. And so I know with what percentage I hit the most versus the books. And that's what we're doing. Just trying to find that little bit of edge for you here each and every day. All right, here we go. Let's get started. We'll do it. All right, first one up is going to be between the Rays and the Yankees. It's Taj Bradley on the mound, 0.69. He's been doing pretty darn good here over the last couple of weeks. 2.9 ERA here this season versus Nestor Cortez. Suddenly he's up high, elevated, 10.38 over his last couple games there. 3.67 here for the 2024 season. Right now, Yankees offense, they're not necessarily hitting the ball like crushing it out of the park or anything. Only a 648 slugging. But let's go ahead and take the Rays here on the run line. I have the Rays winning this one outright. But with the way that we keep our percentages, we have the higher confidence level with the Rays here on the run line. Next up is going to be Cardinals versus Braves. It looks like we got Gibson on the mound here for the Cardinals, a 7 ERA in this last three. Braves starting pitcher is Mr. Morton, 5.68, so also elevated. You can see high elevation ERAs here. Cardinals offense batting 4.5% higher than their season-long average. They've been capitalizing on opportunities there as well, averaging 5.65 runs per game over the last three. I think that's definitely going to help get this game over the total. You can see I have the Braves winning slightly, 5-4, but that gets us over that total. Let's go over 63.8% of the time. All right, Detroit still getting it done. Tigers versus Blue Jays. Not sure where the Blue Jays have gone, but they got Kikuchi on the mound today, 6.75 ERA over his last three. We have Olsen for the Tigers, 4.5, also a little bit elevated over his normal numbers. But this Tigers bullpen has been exceptional. That's right, getting it done. 2.22 coming out of that bullpen. Tigers offense right now averaging 1.5 more runs than their normal league or season average. Tigers offense right now in those offensive impactive categories sitting at 8.2% higher than the league average here right now. We're going to go ahead and take the Tigers here. A lot of plus money on the run line. I have them winning here 6-4. That's right. We're going to go ahead and lay the 1.5 here with Detroit. All right, here it is, our text play of the day. If you want this play between the Angels and the A's, all you got to do is text the word WIN, WIN, 223-203-1821, and we will get this one out to you. Sometimes it takes me a little bit, if you are a new subscriber to the channel, for me to get that initial play out to you. There's a lot of good stuff that has to go on the backside before we get that out. So don't ever worry. I'll get it out to you before game time if that game hasn't been played yet. But yeah, all you got to do is text the word WIN, 223-203-1821, and we'll send you out a winner. All right, Mets, Marlins. What happened to the Mets yesterday? They couldn't quite come back. They had chances, that's for sure. But they had Severino on the mound here today, 2.84 ERA over his last three, 3.78 on this 2024 season. We have Munoz on the mound for the Marlins. He's been pretty consistently just meh, okay. 5.4 ERA. Mets offense right now hitting 780. I think I still like the Mets here on the money line. Have them winning in a big one again here today, 5-4. It's the Battle of the Peas. It's going to be the Phillies and the Pirates at PNC Park. Sanchez on the mound here for the Phillies, 3 ERA, sitting right at that number for the season. We have Ortiz for the Pirates, 0.77 ERA over his last three. And he has, a 27 ERA this 2024 season, mostly because it's coming out of the bullpen. So there's not a whole lot of innings there that he tosses. But the Phillies offense, even though they didn't get it done yesterday, they gave up the walk-off. I mean, their offense has still been pretty hot. You know, they've been averaging 6.49. That's where we have them projected here today. They're coming off a big showing of 7 yesterday. They're capitalizing on those opportunities. Phillies offense right now is actually 15.6% higher than the league average, than just the regular Joes out there. The Phillies offense right now, they've been 15.3% better than the Pirates over the last 3. And then, of course, they couldn't quite get it done. But we have them right now. We'll take the Phillies here on the money line, winning 6-4. That's right. We'll do it. Take the money line. All right, Reds versus Nationals. Lodolo for the Reds. I have him winning 6-5, but Lodolo has that 6.48 ERA, definitely elevated. We have Mr. Gore, definitely elevated, 10.13 over his last 3. We're going to go ahead and take the Nationals here again on the run line. We'll take the 1.5 runs. They've been showing up in a big way, scoring the 8 there, that's for sure. But the Reds offense are only batting about 212, not doing anything great. That Nationals offense right now is 5.1% higher than the Reds. Let's take the Nationals on the run line. All right. We now have the Orioles versus the Rangers. We have Rodriguez here for the Orioles, 7.36 ERA over his last 3, 3.88 overall. Then we have Scherzer on the mound for the Rangers, 3.38 over his last 3, 2.96. So being Mr. Steady Eddie there, that is for sure. We're going to go and take the hot hand with Max Scherzer. Coming in at 62.9% of the time is going to be the Texas Rangers on the run line. So we'll take the 1.5. Even though I have Texas here winning this one outright, the run line is going to give us the better chance of winning here in this sitch. All right, White Sox versus Royals. I had this play yesterday, but you can see it's just really low variance. I mean, it's low, and the Royals kicked their butt. And it's probably going to be the same thing here again today. Yeah. So this is one of those that sometimes these plays come up. I like to play if it's above 55.5%. This one's coming in at 50. This might just be a big hard pass. But if you're going to twist my arm and I had to make a play, I'd play the Royals on the run line. I mean, that one there comes in about 89% of the time, but you have to lay the big coin, right? Or you could put that in a big money line parlay, something like that. But if you're going to twist my arm and say, all right, Mindy, what are we going to pick? It's going to be the Sox here on the run line. And I know it doesn't quite have the Sox covering the run line there on that. And that has a lot to do with rounding. So it may be something like a 4.8 total to like a 3.4, something like that, where it is in the range to go ahead and cover. But this is one, probably just pass. I mean, I'd take the Royals, right? If you want to lay the 210. All right, Padres versus Guardians. We have Cease on the mound for the Padres. Doing pretty good, 2.08 here. We have Williams on the mound, 0.87. Can't even find that ERA over his last 3, 3.77 overall here this season. Guardians bullpen right now, 2.84 runs less than this Padres team over the last 5 games. Guardians bullpen has been exceptional. That's right. Also, Guardians have been showing up in a big way, scoring 7 there again yesterday. I mean, I thought that game was 1-0. Then I checked the score. I'm like, Hey, what happened there? The bats, that's what happened. But right now, the Padres offense, they're hitting 9.4% lower in that offensive impact category. All of those statistical offensive categories, run scored, batting average. You know the rule, the routine. You got it. Let's take the Guardians here on the run line. We'll get plus 1.5, but I have the Guardians winning this one outright. All right, Brewers and Twins. Peralta on the mound, a 7 ERA. He's just been, I don't know, not so great. And then Lopez for the Twins, 3.6, has a 5.11 there overall. Brewers pitchers not been so good here as of late, but their offense have been keeping them in games. They scored 9 runs that last time out, but I got the Twins here winning this one. You can see 5-4. But our play today, the best statistical play on the board is going to be that total going over the 7. You can see right now I have it at 9. 57.3% of the time that will be the play. Let's go over. Diamondbacks and Cubbies. I like this one. 60%. Lots of round numbers right there. Let's take the Cubs on the run line. This is another one. Have the Cubs winning outright, but we'll take the runs. We'll take the 1.5 here. We have Gallen, who's just been awful. I don't know what to say about it. A 10 ERA over his last 3 games. And then you have Hendricks. You never know what he's going to do from game to game. That's for sure. But he's been pitching really well as of late. He just had that bad game roll off of his rolling average that I like to look at. So he has a 2 ERA over his last 3 or the last 2 weeks, 6.78 overall for the season. So we'd like to find the short term here, right? Everyone on streaks. Cubs bullpen right now has also been pretty good, 2.83. And their offense is picking it up 4.5% higher than their season average here right now. Let's go Cubs. All right. Our VIP play of the day is going to be between the Red Sox and the Dodgers. That's right. If you want this play, it is our best, our highest statistical play on the board, coming in at 70%, is going to be the VIP play of the day. You just got to go to ogcappers.com, find OG Cappers VIP, and you can pick up this selection. And make sure you use that promo code OG20, save you 20%. All right. And then again, a double header, right? We had some rain. It seems like, gosh, the Cardinals, and I swear this one has been in rain delay. It seems like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times so far this season. But we'll be taking the Cardinals here on the run line. We have Gray on the mound, 3.86 here over his last 3. Bryce Elder on the mound here for the Braves, 5.4 ERA, staying pretty steady with that 5.71 here all season. Right now, Cardinals offense is capitalizing on opportunities, averaging 5.65 runs per game, batting 6.4% higher than their season average right now. Cardinals offense 10.4% higher in all of those offensive impact categories, slugging 814, scoring 1.65 points more than the Braves. It keeps going and going and going. Cardinals offense right now is 15.6% higher in the Braves in the last 3 games. Let's go ahead and take the Cardinals. I have them winning outright, 5-4, but the run line is going to be the best statistical play here. All right. The big one at Coors Field, the Giants versus the Rockies. What happened to Webb in the short term? 12.6 ERA over the last couple weeks, 3.47 for the 2024 season. We have Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. He's been decent, that's for sure. 2.7 ERA over his last 3, 6 ERA here for the season. Right now, the Giants offense has just been struggling, only averaging 2.89 runs over the last 3 games. Rockies right now are scoring 1.5 runs over their season-long average. Right now, the Rockies offense 10% higher than the league average in run scores, batting average, on-base percentage, all of those offensive impact categories. And the offense has scored 2.79 more runs than the Giants over the last 3 games. I got the Rockies winning outright, but you can see the run line is going to be the highest play on the board, coming in at 51%. But that 51, you can see it's under that 55. So that's one of those. If you like it, I like it. Let's go get it. All right, our last one. We've made it to game 16. Mr. Valdez has been exceptional, 1.29. The Kirby has been exceptional as well, sitting at 1.29. We're still going to go ahead and go with the Astros on the money line just because the Mariners can't hit anything. But you can see, look at this one. It's like a huge, big, low yuckiness. 48.1% is the confidence factor, but we're still going to go ahead and take them on the money line, have them winning 3-2. You can see that one's coming in at a 5. Well, under that 7 total. Mariners offense hitting 173. They strike out all the time. And the Astros offense, they're hitting, 142. It's going to be the barn burner of the century. Oh, goodness. All right, guys. Hey, that's all I have for you today. Thanks again for coming and watching and listening. Appreciate all of your time. Make sure you check us out, ogcappers.com. Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye-bye.